of the citizen movement for change is currently in Bomi, and it was in that particular part of Liberia. So let's see whether we can get to let's see whether we can get Hansen on the line from River G County. He also promised to speak to us here on the platform. So let's see if we get Hansen, we'll bring him quickly on the microphone. And I told you there are issues that we're going to be looking at. So many things, so many things happening in the county. We're going to be looking at that, but we have to take our guys fresh to update us with information from IM. Then we will go back and start with our discussion. So just keep it set, folks. This is the fresh segment of the program I bear to differ, and I'm here. I'm not getting green light. Let me go to quickly to Thompson Blue from Ganta and see whether we can get update from that point as we stay waiting to hear from River G and Grand Bassa as well, because they are giving us the green light to so we stay making effort to get to the rest of the guys here. Just those of you watching up live, share the broadcast and leave your comment, and share the broadcast and just leave your comment. We will read all of your comments at the end of the show. Don't worry. Yeah, we're going to read all of your comments at the end of the show. I'm still trying to get to the guys quickly. We got 17 minutes already into the time, and we just spoke to William Kumar. I'm trying to see whether we can get Hemsin Jua. Hemsin is there in Fishtown, River G County. So we are making all effort to see whether we can get Hemsin. We try whether we can get Hemsin on the line. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. So folks, just keep it outside. You are listening to the first segment of the program that bear to differ right here on Top FM. It comes 5 days a week, from Monday to Friday, from 9 o'clock up to 12 a.m. And the first segment always run from 9 to 10. So quickly, with no time to waste, the road to River G County, where we have the man Hemsin Jua is pretty, posted dead in Fishtown, specifically River G County. He's one of our professional media colleagues, always at the back to speak to us on major happenings from that part of Liberia. It's good to have you on the platform. Welcome, Hemsin. How is River G County?
Well, everyone, yes, thank you for having me, and let me say good evening to everyone listening to us on the platform. Well, River G is good tonight, and thank God things are on course. We are here, and thank God for life. We are managing.
That's good. We have been reliably informed that man 28 named Paul Joko met his untimely death in GEDEH weekend after being beaten allegedly by friends. What for? Bring her to speed.
Well, yeah. So that is the one of the trending news here, and I guess it's circulating the country right now.
Mm.
The video is circulating from one of the bloggers by the name of Myers. Yes, and then well, yes, Paul Joko was 28 years of age, and he made his untimely death there in Gwepo, Kariken, which is the commercial city. So with some information, alleged information states that Paul was having his fiancée in possession of one patient Wia. So and he left alone and left back two children, one male and a female with patient Wia, who two of them were living together and having their children in Bripo Carrick. And so Paul Joko, according to information, bought a smartphone for this girl in question, patient Wia, who is a woman living together in a house. Okay. But then Paul, who is a mercenary, a contractor trying to do some help for the family, going for contracts around the town and other part of the country to go out of town. Each time he leaves, this girl in question, patient Wia, is in an affair with another person in Carrick. So with that, this phone was always being used, by her every time the man will leave it back for her as well. So in that process, the boyfriend in question, his name is Prince Benson. Prince Benson is the boyfriend to patient Wia, who is the woman to Paul Joko. So with that, they will always be communicating, in fact, chatting on social media or messenger. So when, according to information, Paul came from in the bush and then was in town for a few times. But when he got back, the phone was in possession. He was in possession with the phone. And in that process, according to information, Prince Benson called patient we are having to be the girlfriend. So in that time, Paul Joko the late now answered the call. And according to information, Prince was meditating Paul to have given the phone to the owner of to patient. Mm. But Paul insisted and said that this phone is for me and she's my wife. So they had a little tussle. After that, Paul called the phone and he ended the conversation on patient Wia.
Okay.
Yes, according to information, in the process, after he beat on her, violently, because according to what we were told, we just from there though, we just from Carrick and in Fish Town, so that she hesitated. In fact, yes, that my boyfriend, I get boyfriend, you always in the bush, all the kind of stuff. So in the process, he beat on her severely. And in return, according to information, we haven't spoken with her because she was brought to Fishtown at the police depot right now. So according to what we were told, that she told him that I will order the boyfriend to beat you to death. So that was what we got, and then in that process, I don't know how they got connected. And with information coming from the family members that we spoke with, still that the guy who who Paul did not know in person went differently with different group of people, inviting him as friend to go and have some time, fun time out. He didn't know that individual was among them. So according to information, they went out and he got toxicated. And according to information, it is an alleged issue now because we are not gotten the fact finding that the group of people took him away, allegedly beat on him, and tried to struggle by the way to come home. But he dropped on a quota road in the night. So some people out of the community, far away from his community, saw him and carried him to the Bripo Health Center where he was, tossed together and he couldn't talk. But the people too who took him there left the whole hospital and went home. So the nurses could not take any statement from them to know who was that, because it was in an emergency form while they were trying to put the patient on the bed. All of them left. And he went back to his house and informed his family members that Paul Joko, we saw you on the road lying on the quota and we carried him to the hospital. So when they got there, because of the toxication, the nurses said that they couldn't do anything until he could come to his cell. And the family too asked for them to carry him home. According to medical statement from there, states that they themselves put in for sending to the call against medical advice. We call it an AMA, against medical advice. So while the nurses were advising them that let him be here for some time, maybe if the liquor goes down, he will come to a set, then we can start the treatment because it can be tostigated and see what happens. So they put in for that issue of AMA to take Paul home. When they
Okay.
took him home, according to they themselves tonight, we just from there, I'm giving the full details, to know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So in that process, when they took him home, it got very serious, it got worse. And then again, the same family people took him back to the same results and to the same health center. In that process now, while the nurses and other health workers were trying to fight and do their way to transfer the poor Joko to Fishtown Hospital, he made his untimely death there in Wepo Health Center. But what we were told by the nurses and the report coming that they saw bruises, they saw marks on all his body, more especially on his head and some part of the body. So when he was struggling and fighting to make a way home for some treatment, in between those times, he managed to terminate there. But as we speak, the lady in question, patient Weir, and that of the boyfriend Prince Benson, they both were arrested by the Liberia National Police and they were brought to Fishtown. They are currently behind bar going through investigation.
Well, because of those guys who took him, allegedly took him from the road and came to the hospital.
What I saw, like I previously stated, they took him there, and the nurses, they cannot really picture people who carry him there because it was in an emergency form.
Okay.
They just dropped him there at the emergency room and they left. So who knows? They went back to the family people. Some of them passing by and saying that we carry your son to the hospital, and they too cannot really picture who were those people. So right now, as it stands, the Liberia National Police are making all effort to know who carried, Paul Joko to the hospital earlier, and then they have them connected to see how best they can get statement. But as it stands, only the two persons, the male and the other, the female patient, we and the Prince Benson, they are currently in the hands of the police here in Fishtown.
Wow, it's a sad news there from River G County. We hope the police will do their best. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, what we did again, we went at the police detachment in Buepo, the Buepo detachment in Carrigan. We spoke with Elvis. Elvis, he's the head of the LMP there. He's the commander at that detachment. We spoke with him, Elvis. He reveals that yes, we have taken, we arrested this lady in question who lost her boyfriend due to the statement. But in the process, while we are calling to them, while they went there as LNP in the yard, they met angry crowd beating on patient Weir. So they were able to take her easily, managed by taking her and carry her to their detachment. In that process, angry crowd again went after them to beat on her. So
Wow.
they called for rescue from Fishtown and they were able to take her in that process and then take away the same guy, her boyfriend now, Prince Benson. The two of them currently at the Fishtown detachment.
So as we speak, can have been restored there.
Well, yes, more especially in the Caribbean belt, can have been restored, and in fact, the remains of Paul Joko, who died a day ago, has been laid to rest on today, but can have been restored in Buepo Caribbean. But the two persons in questions are behind bar here in Fishtown City.
Wow. We also been informed that heavy storm destroy or disasters destroy over 27 houses, including 2 churches in Jackeken Town or Jericho District.
Yeah, sure. So that town is the headquarters for Chedepo District, and that town is in electoral district number 2, being represented by Honorable Abi Chulopele Wu. So every storm disaster happened a few days ago. We're leaving several homeless with 2 churches affected seriously.
Wow.
So in our communication, we spoke to those who were affected. Who are homeless right now and seeking some attention, calling for humanitarian, for shelter as well. But those who spoke with, they are seeking shelter with some family members in their homes. According to what we're told that, it came in the form of a little rain coming down, and then we've got a heavy storm behind the little rain. So as soon as that rain was about to fall, the storm came in and it stopped the rain. But the storm took the entire time. According to what we're told, it went for more than 15 minutes with the heavy storm. So the storm kept, blowing, 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 and it brought down 27 houses. I mean, people homeless, and then 2 churches as well. So people that we spoke with, they are homeless. And what we saw there, Abraham, we saw
Mm.
people, fighting hard to do their set each, I mean, rehabilitating their areas to do their own thing. That, I mean, we cannot stay with our own. I mean, it's not easy to stay with your own people or other people, but I need to go back to my own. So they are doing a minor renovation for those places that are damaged. But as I said, they are calling for humanitarian to come to their aid to see how best they can have, shelter back there in Jagakan. So yes, those homes have been destroyed by heavy storm, and they are calling for humanitarian to come to the aid to see how best they can have their shelter back in that part of the country.
We hope that humanitarians and politicians will come to their aid. Finally, Kun Care Foundation, owned and operated by Councillor Kunte, has opened free vocational training center for interesting citizens in the country, specifically Fish Town.
Yeah, sure. So the institution, though is not a new building. I mean, they are in a rented school. They are renting school. They are renting the Herring here elementary, junior high, and senior high school. So after the session of the schools in the afternoon, the people go in the evening for the vocational training. So yes, Councillor Kunte, who is the lawyer and also an humanitarian, a son of this county,
Mm.
has come to the aid of the people again. I mean, Abraham, sorry, this time around is not in hitting. He vowed long time to the people that 2029 he will be contesting for senatorial position. So he been doing some developments and other stuff. So right now, again, he have come on to bring in the issue of vocational training to the people doorstep. So according to what we told, he's having this branch here called the Kun Care Foundation. And the head of that Kun Care Foundation is Councillor Kunte, but I mean they are having managers and people who are heading those departments. So we spoke with the head of that department in person, Mr. Max Law Henson. I mean, it revealed that registration has started, the school has opened, and those issues that they are going to offer there will be taga, tailoring, and all of the soap making aspects. So what we told that at times come, they will introduce what we call catering as well. But as it stands, the
Mm.
school has opened across the country, and the institution is right here in Fishtown City, but they are carrying on board registration, and the first batch of the school has started. But we also were eager to know whether there's some fees being attached to payment. The reveals order is free of charge. If registration is free, just interestingly go there and register yourself and start your lesson. So according to them, that training is going for every 3 to 4 months. So the first batch will be graduating between April or May around those times. So I mean, according to what we are told, he said that they are not doing it just because of political reason. But even if whether he lost his 2029 election or win, they will continue with the process in the country. So as it stands, the vocational institution has opened and they have started business. But we are told that the registration that have continued, over 300 to 400 persons are registered. But the first batch is there currently ongoing the vocational training there in the Heritage Elementary and Junior High School in Fishtown City with people who are interested.
Vocational institution is very much costly, and somebody try to do it absolutely free. It is that he responsible to maintain the staff who will be assigned at that particular institution to provide services to the student community.
Yeah, sure. So the student, I mean the instructors are squarely on their support, their financial support, their monthly pay. So
Okay.
he made that vow to the people that he will pay the institute, I mean the staffs, the instructors who will be doing all of the processing for the people. So he's calling on people to utilize this as an advantage for them and then coming up. But what we've been told now, over 5% are there carry on teaching for the people who are currently there. So 5 instructors are being at the institution carry on the training for the people.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Henson. It's good to have you on the platform tonight with that kind of great update from that part of Liberia. Thank you so much. We hope to get to you hopefully tomorrow for more update.
It's a pleasure, AB. Thanks for having me. And let me say thanks to all of the followers tonight on Top FM there in that part of the country. And it's always my pleasure to be with you on your platform.
Thank you so much. And folks, so that was the voice of Henson Jua. He's our media colleague there in River G County, specifically Fishtown. Are still trying to make way to get to Thompsonville if possible. And then we'll bring him forth if we get him. We'll bring him on the microphone to speak to us on happenings from that part of Liberia. I hope Thompson is there. Well, I'll say good evening, Thompson, and welcome to the show. How is Ganta, Nimba County?
Yeah, we even you know our the phone play market right now. My focus on different thing and then they just play that market, but I'm okay. Ganta is good and we are doing pretty well here so far.
What is it coming up from Ganta, Nimba County as a whole?
Well, the latest information here so far in the corridor, business community here have gathered, they are mobilized themselves to launch a campaign against the off and on of Dongo Energy Power. So, and that group is headed by Team Azara. Try getting a full name.
Is that
Yeah,
Prince? Is that Prince Howard?
Prince Howard, that's right. Prince Howard is Zara name is used to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, almost everybody here because that's his nickname, his business name so far that almost thousands of citizens in Mimba are used to. So that group is headed by him.
Wow.
And there are a lot of young people who are part of that group. And some of the concerns they're raising here is Dongo Energy Power as a source of or electricity to provide that stable electricity for the people who are not being sold. The quarry is off and on. There are a lot of businesses. There are a lot of houses that can sometimes get burned based on the quarry. I mean, just going off sometimes coming on by force. And at the end result, Dongo Energy Power Management will not take the blame.
Okay.
So sometimes they will tell you, go to the Liberia Anti-Corruption. I mean, go to the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission. They are the ones charged with that responsibility to investigate. And whatever or fire incident, they are the ones that will report to them. So they are getting too much. And sometimes the business community here, Prince Howard and other people to get into that and say, this is not right. For a lot of people who, more especially local business people like meal seller, co-order seller, juice seller, and some of them freezers, almost 10, 15 freezers can get burned within a week. And there are a lot of destruction that the electricity has been carried on here so far. Many people who are using the electricity at night, more especially to those facilities, they can sometimes be so scared to even use the electricity. I mean, sometimes some of them even called this morning. They said they can off their breaker most of the time because the electricity is not that much stable. So what their request is either Dongo Energy Power leave the control of the electricity process and do different things and turn it over to the government of Liberia, the LEC, which is Liberia Electricity Group, to take over the electricity in the city. Since they are not, enough capable to manage the electricity activities here. But they can have the electricity and wherein whatever you use, like for example, if you want to take the current to your house, you have to buy the meter, you have to buy the cable to wire your house, you have to, now they are saying people are not using light pole, like iron pole, like the way, remember they used to see iron pole, they just put something around here and people use it. So everyone are using light pole that is made with cement. So they are saying that not everybody have the resources to get a light pole and they to get a current even to your house is costly. So if Dongo Energy Power cannot do the needful, then they should leave the electricity process in the cities and stop damaging people, little businesses that they managing. And the beginning of in fact, at the end of 2025, it will be almost 10 to 15 houses got burned in the city through the same electricity off and on issue. You know, and sometimes when it concerns a race on the radio, Dongo Energy Power PRO, the Alabama Power will always say they are not responsible for any damages caused by the current. So now the business community are waking up. They said the formal complaint will be sent to LERC. They are getting ready to send a communication complaining of the management of Dongo Energy Power to LERC. And the LERC would not do anything because they are the ones to regulate every electricity company probably that provide that electricity for even a city would not be that downtime all sort of electricity across the country. So they are the ones to investigate how to regulate how much to be for maybe a meter or how much for token and all of that. They are the ones charged with that responsibility. So they are the ones that are supposed to come here and investigate JEP. If they fail, then LEC will be able to come in to see how best they can take over. But our main concern is LEC should take over the electricity process in Lima. JEP have not been doing well. That's a request right now. So there are a lot of people that issue have drawn their attention, and people started calling this morning, and a lot of people even voluntarily agreed to join the team to make sure that Dongo Energy Power help our customer to realize some of the things that they are doing to change their activities so far.
But Tosin, do you think the out of protesting will help solve this situation? Do you not think a dialogue to sit on a round table and discuss it? You don't think that would be the best way?
They are not really talking about protesting, but they are organized a group
Okay.
to be able to send to channel a communication to LERC first.
Okay.
And LERC will now send their investigative team to come to Nima or whatever Dongo Energy Power office to go there and ask them some questions. Why is it, for example, on the LERC law, meter should be sold for something of $40, while JEP is selling it $150 or $100? Why is it JEP is demanding people to get light pole on their own? Why is it JEP is demanding people to get a wire from their main transformer to their home, their residential area? These are concerns that the people are raising.
Okay.
Why is it JEP, they have a token called Tip Me. When you buy the Tip Me, if you buy $10 Tip Me sometimes a link with GSM company. So sometimes when you buy Tip Me current, the $10 current, they will reduce it, and at $10 probably they will bring it down to $7, and Tip Me will take their own. Why some of these things are happening?
Okay.
So these are concerns that they are raising, that they are saying corruption is in the making, and they are not treating customer well. More especially when the current is off, it will just come by force and no proper announcement. Whether there is some technical fault on the highway, JP will not inform the people, and they have been asking JP to link with GSM company like Orange. That anytime there's off, there's shortage of current somewhere, they will be able, the company will be able to send message on your phone and say there's a technical fault to store place, and JP will apologize so that people who are having their businesses, more especially milk sellers, cannot follow their freezer with milk.
Okay.
These are concerns that they are raising.
But Prince Howard is one of the prominent businessmen in Nimba as a whole. And then taking the lead of this, what people are also saying about this?
Well, Prince Howard, being a businessman, he said he also been affected so many times by Dongo Energy Power. So sometimes you have guests. He runs the Avino Hotel in Ganta. Avino Hotel is one of the biggest facilities here. Right now, they are constructing over 10-story building here. And he referred to that building as Ganta Tower. So it's the tallest building in Lima currently.
Wow.
So and as we speak, that construction work is ongoing, and most of the weldering, all of that is using Dongo Energy Power. So sometimes they will go, the current will just go off, and workers will spend the entire day, and they are paying those workers. So they are paying a day. So the electricity will not be stable. So these are things you've been saying. And sometimes guests will come, international guests will be in the hotel, and current will just go And they will sometimes complain and will not even pay. And Jongo Energy Power will not take the responsibility. So these are things that he's been saying. He said he himself have been affected totally by the electricity. But what he expected for management of the electricity to do is always to apologize to the public about what is happening. They know that to manage electricity is very difficult, more especially where it's coming from a cross border, and it's challenging. But the PRO will not always speak to the people, customer, the way he's supposed to speak. So these are things that they are saying. Since that's the case, they feel that what they are doing is good. They will call on the authority, the LDRC, and the LDC to investigate Jungle Energy Power about some of what they are seeing so far.
But last Thursday before we take leave of you, for how long now the current have been doing the off and on issue in our place? For how long?
Well, it has been a continuing process. I mean, a consistent happening so far.
Okay.
Be a rainy season. I mean, right now dry season is much better, but rainy season it can be so terrible. Sometimes current will just go 2-3 days. You will not see current in the city, and people will start to run from radio station to radio station to GSM company side to charge their telephone or their communication stuff. So it's not something that they have time frame set for the off and on of the electricity. So it's a continuing process, and they are saying if they're not able to manage the current coming to Liberia, they should leave the current and give it to Eddie.
All right. Thank you so much, Thompson. It's good to have you on the platform. Thank you ever so much for the update.
Thank you, AB, for always giving me the opportunity to speak to my people in Grand today.
Thank you so much. And folks, that was the voice of Thompson Blue there. We'll go to the phone line. Oh, my word. This too is Liberia. Yeah, this too is Liberia. 0881-14-3504. We don't have much time. I actually wanted to flag out this issue before we open the line shortly. At least let me take a minute or two to just lay the basic so that people will also be aware. Now, beginning yesterday, I think 2 days ago up to today making it 3, we're going to social media. People are posting all, kinds of things regarding, I don't know, it's an alleged leak audio, according to them, that which we trying to get, but not yet. So this is why we say an alleged leak audio. It's around time concerning Dr. Boto. Dr. Boto is the president of the Grand GEDEH University. That the president has pledged support to Unity Party, and in fact, not stopping there, he going as far as supporting Senator Zoe Emmanuel Penu. But let me make this clear to the public. Tomorrow on Saturday morning talk, we'll talk more about this. The president of that university is a government, that the first thing you're supposed to know, it's a government-run university. It is the government of the Republic of Liberia that is providing subsidy, providing the finances to operate that particular university. Maybe you don't know. It's not a private university. The professors that you have who are providing services at that institution, they have been paid by the government of the Republic of Liberia since that institution was established. And when the president is doing appointment, they appoint people. He will always appoint people who will work in line and who, their ideas is in line with that particular political party. That Oboto have his right to play his support to any other political party. That is political right. And in fact, you can be working as a president of a university, government-run university, then you distance yourself from the party. So you're expecting that Oboto to go against Unity Party? How will that institution operate? How will that university operate? Where will they get money from to pay staff, the faculties at our institution? You think what is the reason they reduce the fees to $22? I think $22.50 per semester. It's a clear indication which we should be sitting and be thinking, because this guy, the president, have to mingle with the current government so that they will be able to get what is supposed to get at that institution. Even the senator. You think that Ogboto, the president, will distance himself from the senator, even he can be represented? He had to dance to the tune of the senator and the current representative of this country, so that your request, they will be able to help you in the process. So you're expecting the university president to go against Senator Penu or Senator or Thomas Zaya Nimle, or the representative, the current representative? He had to be at the back of those people so that they can be able to help support this particular institution. But I don't know how people take politics to be. That go to apply support, to Senator Zopenu and Unity Party. Do you think that Ogboto will step aside or away from Unity Party? He was appointed as president of that university during the regime or under this regime of the Unity Party administration. So he can't distance himself from Unity Party. It's not possible. But we will talk more on this tomorrow. Yeah, we will talk more about this. That open the line. We don't have much time. We have to get a chance to the second segment of the program. 0881 14 3504. We have to read beyond the line. Yeah, but people don't know. 0881 14 3504 0776 105 105. Good evening.
Good evening.
Nia, where you come from?
This is Mr. Gonda. I'm calling from TV.
Mr. Gonda, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
We should learn to be objective in this country. You can't be running a government institution, then you say you should not pledge support to a sitting administration. Why people can't read between lines? How the man will get support to the university when he's an opposition? The people can get confused. They politics, they don't even know it.
Yeah, I tell you.
Because some people are getting mad propagandists. They don't even know what they can be saying.
Yeah.
As long as I'm opposed, I support that man at the 100%. That's the only way the support needed for that university will come.
Oh, yes.
You guys realize that you empower them, and you working under the government, and you refuse to even coexist with them. Then are you ready?
You're not ready.
The people should start thinking wisely, man.
Thank you.
The politics people can get confused.
Thank you so much.
That's not something to talk even on the set. You can't talk about the men working in the administration of the government.
Thank you, Chief. 0881 14 3504. Our young people are misusing the smartphone again. The Facebook, people misusing the internet. They don't know the usage of the internet. In fact, even the Facebook, the phone they get in their hand, they're only there to be, talking against other people. 0881 14 3504 0776 105 105. The condition of that university, before that Ogboto can take over, you and myself will know fully well. Look at the kind of work this guy, he has not even spent quite 2 years. Go on the campus there and see. Go there and see the kind of work the man is doing. So the man must go against the Unity Party government. That's why you won and support CDC. Or which party you want for you to support? You must be joking. Let's not be serious here, my people. We have to be very serious. Though mere propaganda will not help us in this country. Let's take this pressing. Good evening.
Good evening, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. You are near where you come from.
This is Emmanuel Joe. I'm calling you from Kula Papa.
Please speak louder. You're too low.
My name is Emmanuel Joe. I'm calling you from Kula Papa.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
My brother, you know, Benjamin County will never get development. How can somebody, if the government appoint you, and if Benjamin County University, that not CDC University, if Benjamin County University, and the government institute that they see the party that established the university over there, started on Soji Motolato. And before you come to Soji Motolato, it was on vast campus, they call it Tikula Jerry. So if the people don't know that the reaction and yet they don't know that institute that government get it, then they go and be protesting because we know they go are protesting. That's the same thing they be protesting. The past 6 years, the same power. They you or not having you protesting. See that you burying now under the regime of the government. See that you burying now. The pin that you burying, and they are working in that you burying there. That even Boto, that the government appoints him to come here. See that work that made in that university there. But putting star there. The men that were there, the physicians that were there. If build school that from one of the university in Morocco. They make a university there, make a college there. They make a high school there. They not put it yesterday. They not support the city. So, Boto can support city. How you get support? We are telling themselves, we are just declared that we are, say you are managing beyond our, okay, she can say he died to them, we are working here. Say, George, we are, let's say, that we are working here. I'm not saying great genius, what they're looking for again. What they're really looking for. We have 1 million and declare and say, you know what I mean? Don't never do nothing for them, for him, I mean, don't never do anything for him at all. So I don't know what genius said for him. That they want to say, Dr. Boto was support. Dr. Boto, you will not support CDC because they will never come to power ever in their life. Then we are mentally get up for the country again.
Now the whole thing said they just hurting our way for nothing.
We are mentally get up for the country. We are not thinking about the country.
You put your life on the line for the man. He abandoned you for 6 years. Thank you, my brother.
We are being power 6 years. So that's serious. They were able to travel.
The men were dragging around here. Yeah. They created fake position they call PRO and the city corporation get PR. Thank you, my brother.
For 6 years, can you imagine? 6 good years. They cost me around here, but they're not even able to travel from here to Ghana. But you know,
he said Ghana said to go say you.
And they enjoying. Then they sacking people here say, oh, the members of Po.
Thank you.
How they call George Weah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. We got just 2 minutes to go. That's the kind of situation we find ourselves in this country. Nigerians, you know, especially the young people, because vast majority of them are the young people. They are not serious minded people. Let's take this pressing. Good evening.
Yeah.
Nia, where you come from?
Yeah, this is Mr. Gonda once more.
Hey, Gonda, welcome. Let's hear you. 1 minute, no time.
You see what is happening? People, when they want to talk something that is logical, then they jump to the opposite side. The government of CDC is not in power. And CDC failed for which Joseph Baga won the election. It is by time now, you who sit and try to critique, it is time now that you put your resources, your intelligence and everything, or what you know of, you put it behind the ruling government to bring good results to this country. But not to come to say this and this. That man has right to support this government in order to get support for the university.
Yeah.
There's no way that he can be opposition and be over there and say he will get support. It will not work as long as I don't support this particular people for most of the things they can be doing. I support the very idea that the president is doing to bring support to our university.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We got a minute to go, so we can just pick up one person quickly. Then we call it a date. I told you we will come heavy on this discussion tomorrow morning. This person, okay, we lost his caller 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 776 105 105 0881 14 3504. We can pick up our last call on the fresh segment of the program, and then we get chance to the second segment. This person, good evening. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04. This person continue to disturb this line, please. You not get credit on your phone, just sit down and listen to the radio. I beg you, don't disturb this line. I'm going to make people watching you. I beg you. So, folks, I would like to say thank you so much. And many thanks to all of our regular listeners and our guys who was also able to. This person, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Nia, where you call from?
It is part of Joe B. Way.
Yeah, quickly, let's hear you. Joe B. Way.
I think the only way that God will go for politics in the one. If we in Maria can't be preaching politics, then we one day do don't politics.
But you know, politics, you know, me getting profit. That mere politics.
Yes, that man politics. But that not every fee, somebody will call the one not to do one.
I tell you, man.
They like God to think. You only want to that to promote the fee. But when you're be following the poor against you, then you're doing separate things. That way now put up both one of consideration in your own country.
You're not talking about it. What people can tell you from here, you're not thinking about it.
When you get on the radio, your thought is great. The other man hating on the station in your country, then you're talking to yeah. So thank you, yeah.
Thank you so much. So that's it. Thank you to all of our listeners who always follow this show. And the first segment, this is how we come to the end of the first segment of the program I bear to differ on the weekend edition. So thank you so much. It has been a wonderful time, on the show. Let's leave it at this as we then control to do a wulu for the continuation.
Hosted by Sheku Koroma, co-host Archie Wright, produced by Alex D. Wulu.